Hi everybody, Anthony here from Awesome Anthony Productions, and today I'm going to give you my top 10 horror movies of 2025. Let's just get it started. Number 10. Final Destination Bloodlines. After nearly 15 years off, Final Destination comes back swinging, with one of its best entries yet. The opening premonition is an all-timer. Chaotic, clever, funny in parts, and drenched in dread. But what really sets this film apart is a focus on family, giving the carnage actual emotional weight. Add in brutal, inventive kills, sharp humor, and a standout performance from Richard Harmon, and you've got a franchise revival that I never expected to love. Number 9. Companion. This is one of the most original horror concepts I've seen in years, blending sci-fi, dark comedy, and brutal twists into something wildly fresh. Sophie Thatcher gives an amazing performance as Iris, an AI companion discovering who and what she actually is. The movie is funny, mean-spirited, and surprisingly emotional, with layered moral questions about love, loneliness, and autonomy. It's thrilling, hilarious, thought-provoking, and way more heartfelt than I ever expected. Number 8. The Monkey. This is what happens when campy horror fully commits. The Monkey is absurd, gory, self-aware, and completely unhinged in the best way possible. The kills are ridiculous Rube Goldberg nightmares, drenched in practical effects and buckets of blood, anchored by fun dual performances from Christian Convery and Theo James. This movie just embraces its own insanity and runs with it, and has so much fun along the way. If you like your horror funny, gory, and knowingly stupid, this will be right up your alley. Number 7. Together. Intimate, uncomfortable, funny, and deeply unsettling. Dave Franco and Alison Brie bring raw, lived-in chemistry to a story about love, codependency, and what happens when two people literally can't let go. The body horror is gnarly without ever being too excessive, and the emotional tension hits just as hard as the physical. Even when the movie stumbles here and there, it's anchored by two powerhouse performances that make it impossible to look away. Number 6. Black Phone 2. I definitely didn't expect this sequel to work, but it absolutely does. Black Phone 2 deepens the characters, expands the mythology, and somehow makes the grabber even creepier than before, with Ethan Hawke turning in an incredible performance. Mason Thames and Madeline McGraw are also fantastic, with Gwen's character really stepping into the spotlight in a big way this time. It's scarier, funnier, and more emotionally rich than the original, with haunting Super 8 nightmare sequences and a truly cathartic ending. Number 5. Sinners. What starts as a soulful, jazz-soaked period drama suddenly turns into a full-blown vampire nightmare. And it rules. Michael B. Jordan crushes it in dual roles, while the supporting cast here adds heart, humor, and tragedy. The world building is immaculate, the music is stunning, and the horror, when it finally arrives, hits hard. Sinners is patient, emotional, brutal, and beautiful. A genre-bending flex from Ryan Coogler. Number 4. Good Boy. This might be the most stressful horror movie I've ever seen, because the protagonist is a dog. Good Boy is a slow burn haunted house story told pretty much entirely from the dog's perspective, and it's shockingly effective. Indy the dog somehow delivers one of the most emotionally effective performances of the year. Yes, really, he just won an award for it. It's bleak, tense, beautifully shot, and genuinely scary, especially if you're an animal lover. Number 3. The Ugly Stepsister. A viciously clever reimagining of Cinderella from one of the Ugly Stepsisters' point of view. This film is dripping with pitch black humor and stomach-churning body horror. The practical effects are horrifying, the themes about beauty standard and self-destruction hit hard, and the satire cuts deep. Leah Myron is phenomenal in the lead here, making this both tragic and darkly hilarious. It's bold, brutal, and impossible to forget. Number 2. Bring Her Back. This is slow burn horror at its most devastating. Bring Her Back is about grief, trauma, and how far people will go to avoid letting go. Sally Hawkins gives a career best performance that's equal parts heartbreaking and terrifying, while Billy Barrett and Sora Wong bring emotional weight to every scene. It's not jump scare scary, it's soul-crushing scary. The kind that just crawls under your skin and stays there. And finally, my pick for my number 1 horror movie of 2025, Weapons. Weapons is a masterclass in tension, storytelling, and controlled chaos. The premise alone is nightmare fuel, but what makes this film really special is how deeply human it is. Every character feels real, each storyline matters, and when everything finally clicks together, it hits like a freight train. It's horrifying, hilarious, emotionally devastating, and very unpredictable. Zach Cregger, you have officially cemented yourself as one of the most promising voices in horror. I do have some honorable mentions this time, so I'm just going to read them off real quick. Welcome to Derry, Hard Eyes, Clown in a Cornfield, Drop, 28 Years Later, Keeper, finally, Silent Night, Deadly Night. And there you have it, my top 10 horror movies of 2025. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time for, finally, my top 10 overall movies of 2025, followed by my review for Primate. See ya.